They told me Jesus was the way. But somewhere along the line, somebody turned the way into a wall. Somebody turned the table back over on the wounded. Somebody took the man who touched lepers, forgave sinners, sat with outsiders, wept with the broken, and made him sound like a border guard, standing at the gates of mercy, checking for the right words. And I just can't believe that anymore. Not because I lost faith, because I found too much of it. I don't believe God is less loving than the love Jesus showed. I don't believe the Father is less merciful than the Son who said, "Forgive them. They don't know what they're doing." I don't believe heaven is full of people who said the right sentence, but never became love. And I don't believe hell is packed with humble hearts who fed the hungry, held the grieving, forgave their enemies, and searched for God with the only light they had. No, I think we twisted it. I think we took the way, the truth, and the life and turned it into a threat. But Jesus was not a threat to the broken. He was a threat to the systems that kept them broken. He was not hard on the lost. He was hard on the religious who blocked the door and called it holiness. So when I say the way, I'm not talking about a club. I'm not talking about a flag. I'm not talking about a denomination, a doctrine test, or a spiritual superiority badge. I'm talking about the way of mercy, the way of humility, the way of truth that does not need fear to defend it, the way of love that kneels down instead of looking down, the way of forgiveness that breaks the chain, the way of becoming human again. Jesus said, "I am the way." And maybe we thought he meant, build a fence around my name. But maybe he meant, look at me. This is what God looks like. This is how love walks. This is how truth speaks. This is how mercy bleeds. This is how life gives itself away. And if that's the way, then I want to walk it. Not because I'm afraid of God, because I trust Him. Because I believe God is righteous enough to judge deeper than labels, loving enough to see what we never saw, holy enough to burn away the lie without burning away the child, merciful enough to meet people in languages religion never learned to speak. So no, I am not throwing Jesus away. I am taking him back from the hands that made him smaller. I am taking back the way from the fear that fenced it in. Because the way is not control. The way is not condemnation. The way is not us versus them. The way is love with scars in its hands, truth with tears in its eyes, mercy with dust on its feet, and life walking straight into death to prove death does not get the final word. That is the Jesus I see. That is the God I trust. That is the way.